In the beginning, God made heaven and earth. At first it was empty and dark. So God gathered up the light and called it day. He gathered up the darkness and called it night. God watches over everything. On day 2, God divided the air from the water. He put some water above the air and some below it. He named the air sky. On day 3, God was busy making puddles, oceans, lakes, waterfalls, rivers, and the dry ground too. He made so many different kinds of plants, trees, flowers, and bushes, no one could count them all. God said his work was good. On day 4, God put the sun in the sky to warm the earth by day, and put the moon and the stars in the sky to shine at night. Then God made spring, summer, fall, and winter. All that he made was good. On day 5, God made starfishes, octopuses, whales, and turtles. He made fast little fish for rivers and slippery big fish for the ocean. He made big birds like eagles to soar in the sky, and zippy little birds like hummingbirds. He made birds in all shapes, sizes, and colors. On day 6, God made the animals: puppies, cows, horses, kitties, bears, lizards, mice, worms, and lots more. Everything was good. But something was still missing. There were no people. So God made some. He made them to be just like him. He did this so they would become friends with him. God named the first man Adam and put him in a beautiful garden. God gave Adam all the animals, all the fish, and all the birds too. Then God gave Adam one more thing: a woman to be his wife.
I will call you Eve.
God gave Adam and Eve just one rule. They could eat anything they wanted, except the fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden. But a sneaky snake came to Eve.
Eve, look at this tasty fruit. God knows if you eat it, you will know everything, just like him.
So Eve ate the fruit. And then gave some to Adam. He ate it too. One evening, God came to visit Adam and Eve. But they were hiding. When God found them, he asked what they had done. So Adam told what they had done. Which made God sad. Because they had disobeyed God, Adam and Eve had to leave the beautiful garden. When they were outside of the garden, they had to work very hard just to grow their food. Long ago, God saw that the people on the earth were becoming very bad. But one man, Noah, obeyed God.
Noah, I want you to build a boat.
Noah started right away.
What on earth is this guy
But the
doing?
people laughed at Noah because they lived in a desert and there was no water anywhere for his boat. But Noah just went on building the boat. When the boat was finally finished, God told Noah and his family to go into the boat. In went his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. In went their wives and Mrs. Noah.
Now bring 2 of every animal.
Noah did exactly what God told him to do, and God watched over him. When the last animal climbed into the boat, God shut the door. Then it began to rain. It rained so much the water was over the meadows. It rained so much it covered the towns. It rained so much it even covered the mountains. But inside the boat, everyone was safe. After 40 days and after 40 nights, the rain finally stopped. But it still wasn't time to get off the boat. Water was everywhere. One day, Noah let a little dove fly out to see what was happening on the earth. It brought a green leaf back. Hooray! The plants were growing again. It was almost time to come out. At last, everyone was out of the boat, and Noah built an altar.
Thank you, God, for keeping us safe.
Then something wonderful happened. God put a beautiful rainbow in the sky and made Noah a promise.
I will never flood the whole earth like that again.
And when God makes a promise, He keeps it.
God picked Abram to be the father of a very important family. One day in the future, Jesus would be born into this family. God told Abram,
I will bless you with as many children and grandchildren as the stars, as many as the grains of sand on the beach. You will not be able to count them all. Abram, I want you to move to a new place. I will show you where to go.
So Abram started out walking. He took his wife, their nephew, and all their servants along. When Abram and his family came to the land called Canaan, God said,
This is your new home. I give it to you and to everyone who will ever be in your family.
When Abram was 99 years old, God changed his name to Abraham. His new name showed that he belonged to God. Not long after that, 3 men came by Abraham's tent, and he invited them to lunch. Abraham told his wife, Sarah,
Sarah, bake some bread. I'm going to get some meat and cook it.
When the food was ready, Abraham brought it to his visitors.
Please, friends, sit down and eat.
When one of the visitors finished eating, he asked where Abraham's wife Sarah was.
She's over in the other tent.
The visitor said,
Next year, Sarah will have a baby.
but Sarah wasn't over in the other tent. She was just outside and heard what the visitor said. She laughed out loud. She couldn't believe it. I'm too old to have a baby, she thought, and Abraham is too old to be a father. In about a year, Sarah had a baby boy, just like God had promised long ago. Abraham named the baby Isaac, which means laughter.
Everyone who hears about my miracle will be happy with me.
Sarah was so happy. She knew he was a gift from God. Abraham's son Isaac was all grown up. So Abraham told his servant,
Go back to the land I came from and find a wife for my son.
The servant loaded up camels with all kinds of wonderful presents and rode off. After he got to the land far away, he wasn't sure how to find a wife for Isaac. At a place where girls came to get water, he prayed,
Let the right girl give me water.
Before the servant had finished praying, a beautiful young woman came to get water.
Will you give me some water, please?
Yes, I'll get water for your camels, too.
It was a big job. Thirsty camels can drink a lot of water. Back and forth she went, pouring water for them all. The servant knew this woman was the one to be Isaac's wife. Her name was Rebekah. The servant took gifts to her family and asked if Rebekah could marry Isaac. Her father said she could, and Rebekah wanted to get married too. So she went home with the servant to meet Isaac. The camels swayed and bumped along the road all the way to Canaan, where Isaac lived. One evening, just before the sun went down, the camels stopped. A young man was walking in the field. He looked up and saw the camels. his bride had come. Isaac loved Rebekah. And so they were married. For many years, Isaac's wife, Rebekah, couldn't have babies. So Isaac prayed to God about the problem. God heard Isaac, and he sent 2 babies, twins. When the twins were born, one was all red and fuzzy. Isaac and Rebekah named him Esau. The other twin had smooth skin. They named him Jacob. Someday, these 2 boys would grow up to be the leaders of 2 great families. And the boys did grow up. One day, Esau came in from hunting. Jacob was cooking.
I'm hungry. Give me some of that soup.
Jacob was a sneaky guy.
Give me your rights as the firstborn son, and I will.
Okay. If I starve, my rights won't help me.
So Jacob gave Esau a big bowl of soup, and he ate it. Esau didn't even know he'd been tricked. Years later, Esau found out what that bowl of soup and his thoughtless words had cost him. Isaac, their father, gave everything he had to Jacob when it should have been Esau's. Esau had been foolish.
Jacob had tricked his older brother Esau, who became very angry. Jacob was afraid and ran away from Esau.